cold weather's messing with my brain, man. It's like 30 degrees colder than normal. Like, it was like 90 last week. Check the temperature. It was like a high of 65 and a low of like 48. I'm like, this doesn't happen in Arizona, in Tucson. Like, it's still shorts weather until like November, and then it gets butt-fuck cold in like a week. And then you're good to go. So, not now. Kind of threw me off, but whatever. I still got a good game for you guys. Welcome to Friday's upload. I forgot to say that. Welcome, you know. Got a game against an I Got the Stuff, I Got the Video, so we'll go ahead and play that back right now. Okay, looking at it, his team is kind of bug weak in the form of Slowking, Lilligant, Gallade won't really like taking an X-Scissor, Munchlax kind of will. I do have Stone Edge for, you know, Venomoth. I can probably smack around Golurk with an Iron Head. So Durant is probably the best thing I'm going to be able to lead with. I'm kind of scared of his Venomoth having a Focus Sash, and I was kind of convinced he was going to go ahead and lead with that. But I figure, why the fuck not? You know, Venomoth is not really going to sweep me early game, since I do have a shit ton of priority in the form of Kangaskhan and fucking Honchkrow. There you go. So, fun fact about this part of the game as well, that's a Hustle Boosted Stone Edge, which has a pretty low accuracy, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in like low to mid 60s, and I'm like, I hit it twice in every time that we tried to recreate it. I forget if it was 2 or 3 times, but I hit them all of them, and I was like, why? That never happens. So, in comes the Golurk after I kill off the Venomoth. Thank God I didn't have a Sash. Gonna go for the Iron Head on the off chance that, well, I go for the Iron Head, you know, just because it's the highest accuracy thing I have. I don't want to go for an X-Scissor because he resisted. I don't want to go for Stone Edge because he resisted. Iron Head is the obvious play there, and I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't have enough to make a sub because I know Golurk really can't take an Iron Head from Durant, but his does with enough, you know, to fire off a Focus Punch from behind a sub. I'm just going to go ahead and break the sub. Thinking about it, I shouldn't have thrown away Durant like this, you know, let it take a Focus Punch. I should have gone out to Rotom to do that, but I didn't want to leave myself vulnerable to a Shadow Ball since I kind of wanted Rotom around, you know, to handle Slowking as well, since I knew that would probably be a threat. As much as I really wanted to, I should have brought Omastar in here. I don't know why I didn't. I guess probably just because, you know, Drain Punch, because Scrappy, and because fuck you. So he goes for Focus Punch again, not really knowing what he's going to do. But I might as well just go for that just because I can, you know. Forget what happens here. Even though this match happened pretty recently. Just give me a moment, Okay, so Gallade comes in. I always expect them to be Scarf. Like, every Gallade I fought is Scarf. And then the one time I'm like, oh, it's not going to be Scarf. Or, you know, it's going to be Scarf. It turns out not to be Scarf. As I bring in my Rotom and he goes for Bulk Up, I'm like, son of a bitch. Okay, so what I can do here is I can fire off a Shadow Ball. Hope he doesn't have the Shadow Sneak, and he does, you know, because it's a bulk up set. I'm like, okay, that won't really do too much, and it does. It does, because it's +1 Gallade. It's not Stab, though. If it was Stab, you know, for some weird reason, it probably would have taken me out. But that only does half from a Life Orb Rotom. Like, that is disappointing. I don't know what I'm going to do about you. Except I actually kind of do, because I do have a Honchkrow, and if he's running a slower Gallade, then I can bring Honchkrow in and take him out with a Brave Bird, and kind of getting a little ahead of myself there. But I didn't switch out right here. Probably my second mistake of the game, you know, over-predicting him to predict, you know, prediction games, mind games, stuff like that. I over-predicted and thought that he would go for the Drain Punch, or a different move, you know, predicting my switch, because I would have wanted to save my Rotom, you know, for Slowking, because I do have Pain Split and Sub and all that, dodgy statuses. You know how it works. But I end up doing that, and I've lost 2 of my main checks to Slowking. This is probably my last main check to Slowking. I have a lot of things I can take out Slowking, but the thing is he's whittling them down beforehand, and, you know, that's pretty smart of him. So he's keeping that thing safe until he knows that it's relatively safe to bring it in. So he's got a Lilligant. I'm not really scared of, you know, being asleep. I'd rather have this thing be asleep than anything else, because Lilligant cannot really touch his thing until it gets some setup turns. He does miss his Sleep Powder. Even if he misses Sleep Powder, I would have just smashed Brave Bird until, you know, he killed this thing off or I brought something else in. I do still have Kangaskhan with Fake Out. Could have just kept going in and out. You know how that goes. But he does miss. I get my +2. I'm like, alright, the only real thing standing in my way at this point from winning this game is Munchlax. Now, I don't know how exactly I'm going to handle that, but I know that thing likes to status, so I'm going to sub up, see if he wants a Toxic or do anything like that. He does predict the sub, or he just wants damage on me, knows he can definitely take a hit. I don't have the Superpower, because Superpower and Moxie are illegal with each other. Having Insomnia probably would have been nice, you know, for Lilligant and stuff, but then I wouldn't have had the boosts, you know, to be able to take out this Munchlax, so it's kind of a hand-in-hand kind of thing. But I go for Sucker Punch, predicting another Body Slam, and I don't know how much that's going to do, but I'm glad I went for the Sucker Punch first, because had I gone for the Brave Bird, I would not have killed him off, and then I would have gotten my own recoil, and he would have killed me off. So, going for the Sucker Punch first versus the Brave Bird definitely allowed me to take out this Munchlax, but on paper, what I should have done is gone for the Brave Bird first, since I know I wouldn't be paralyzed, but then again, Munchlax is like one of the slowest fucking things in the game, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, just ignore me rambling, I guess. I'm going to send in Kangaskhan because I know I have the Fake Out. I think this is his last one. I was kind of thinking he had something else, but I speed this part up a little bit more than the rest of the game because this is his last one, and this thing actually manages, you know, to just give me a lot of trouble. So, what I decided to do is Fake Out, you know, Double Edge because Kangaskhan, and why not? So, it actually doesn't end up doing that much. He's going to slack off, you know, restore a lot of this HP. I don't want to switch on the off chance he'll actually, you know, end up doing that. But it turns out he goes for the T-Wave so he can slack off before me. I'm not going to be able to go for the Sucker Punch. I think a Double Edge would end up hitting harder anyway, regardless. I don't think there's anything times 4 weak to Dark. It would have to be like a Ghost, Psychic type or something like that. I don't know. Point is that Sucker Punch is not really going to be that reliable of an option. I might as well just start firing off Double Edges. And I keep going for it, and he Calm Minds, and I'm like, okay, so he's going to get set up while I Sucker Punch, or try to, so I might as well just start trying to fire off Double Edges. And why did I not speed this up? I know he's going to kill this thing off eventually. Yeah, there we go. So he kills it off with a +1 Psychic, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, damn. If that's his, I'm thinking that's his only attacking move, because he's got Calm Mind, he's got T-Wave, he's got Slack Off, and he's got Psychic. So if I still had Honchkrow, probably would have run by now. But by taking it out with Munchlax, he's, you know, got a good thing going here. So now I actually checked this, you know, I do have 2 and he does have 1. But I have this, and then I have Omastar. Omastar will not be able to do much since I do have Hidden Power Electric, but he is Calm-Minded, so I'll need to Shell Smash and stuff. This is overall going to be the better option to try to take it out. So, I sleep it, I think I set up once, and he actually wakes up, T-Waves me. I still really don't mind because I can keep Quiver Dancing. I'm more concerned with my special defense and my special attack, so I'm kind of like pseudo Calm Minding and getting speed up, but I'm still faster than him. Miss a sleep pad. I'm like, son of a bitch. So heals for another Calm Mind. It's gonna, you know, come down to whoever can get more boosts. I do have the advantage in that, you know, I can put him to sleep and try to get some more while he's asleep, but I missed my first sleep powder. That's gonna cost me, you know, a turn or two. And I'm still really not going to like taking a Psychic. I was really hoping he'd have the Surf, since there's not really a lot of stuff that's going to be immune to Surf. But he has, you know, Psychic, and he's, you know, going to hit me for neutral, as opposed to, you know, me just boosting up more and more and more, and then just finally being able to take it out that much quicker. But I don't. So, he's still asleep. Why did I not speed this up more? It's really just me playing against a Slowking, and no, I'm not going to make a sandwich. This is really just me, you know, being stupid and not speeding it up more. But, I'm going to fire off a Psychic from, like, +2 or +3, something like that. Does a good amount, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of scary. I'm going to need to put him to sleep again. I think I tried firing off a Giga Drain right here to try to get some of the health back, and I got parried, and I'm like, this could get really scary, depending on how much damage the last one did. And it brings me down really low, so if he got, like, max on both of those, he probably could have taken me out. Or I don't know if that was max. You know, I could just be talking out my ass yet again. Point is that really scared me. What I should have done right now is I should have put him to sleep. Giga Drain does do a good amount, though, and I'm hoping it'll bring me back up to the brink where, you know, I can take another Psychic, hopefully put him to sleep and take him out with another Giga Drain. Brings me even lower, and I'm like, oh god, if I get parried on this next turn, I'm fucked, that's it. Because Omastar will not be able to kill off with the Hidden Power Electric from that range. I think I'm running Electric or Grass, something. It's super effective against water for that purpose. And I'm still faster, I don't get parried, and I end up Giga Draining for the 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. Probably will be mistaken. Go figure. Let me count them off. Durant died. Honchkrow died. I didn't use Omastar. Rotom died. Kangaskhan died. 2-0. Pretty sure it's a 2-0. So, if you guys enjoyed that game, make sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. That'll do it for the end of the week. I have been getting a lot of good games. I do have a lot of those backed up, so I'm going to have a fresher batch of stuff ready for you guys. And, yeah, we're just kind of going into this new phase where I got new matches, you know, new seasons, stuff like that. So, that'll do it out of me. Kind of rambling at this point. Got an LP episode. You're welcome to check that out. Probably going to be streaming tomorrow afternoon-ish, you know, just stay tuned for that. Not really put a defined time either, you know, since I kind of want to have a friend over and, we'll just do our thing. And rambling. Bye. Have a good weekend.